Hi, my name is Teresa. Today I will be interviewing Gus, who is a 20-year-old African American male, as well as a sophomore in college. He is expecting his first child in 5 months with his girlfriend, who is his high school sweetheart, and we're going to talk about his presenting problem, which is his frustration and not being able to find a part-time position while he's in school in order to support his family. Gus feels like if he can get a job, he wouldn't be so frustrated. He has experience. He has worked before in business as, file clerk, clerical, to learn aspects of different parts of a business. And he feels that he's being somewhat discriminated against because of his ethnicity, and he's becoming frustrated and doesn't want it to escalate to anger, whereas though he's harming others unintentionally or his pregnant girlfriend unintentionally. So to reduce his stress and frustration, he is coming in to speak with someone at our agency, and that person is me. And I will be using motivational interviewing techniques to elicit information from Gus. Hi,
Hi,
my name is Teresa.
my name is Gus.
Hi, Gus. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
And how's everything today for you?
It's going good.
And what brings you in today?
Um, I don't have a job. My girlfriend's expecting. We both expecting a child, and I wanted, and I'm living like since I picked up a full schedule at school, I can't really work to benefit my family. So I try to look for jobs to do part time, and I didn't. And I'm usually get frustrated on interviews, and I do not want to escalate it to anger. I don't want to lash out on my family and harm others.
Okay, so I hear you saying you're very frustrated, and not being able to obtain a position, at companies that you've applied for, and you have experience and everything, and you don't want to harm your family, just because anger can turn into different things. So is that what I'm hearing you saying?
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
So tell me a little bit more about what you're going to school for and what kind of jobs that you have been applying for. Tell me a little bit more about that.
I'm majoring in business, and they gave classes for stock and like running your own business. So I took those classes up. And well, can you repeat the other question?
Well, what I would like to know is that can you tell me more about the jobs that you have applied for at these businesses that you've been on interviews and they, have not hired you? Can you tell me a little bit more about the jobs that you have applied for?
Yes, I applied for a job like that's basically working in the field of some type sort of field of business to help
Mm-hmm.
me out
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really working out because lack of experience and
Okay.
just it's just like they don't give me a chance to really prove myself and let me do what I can do. I have a first chance. I didn't get a first chance to get a second chance to do that.
Okay, well, have you applied for clerical positions as well?
No, I haven't.
Okay, that might sound like something we can talk about and explore a little later. But what I want to understand a little bit better is that you're feeling frustrated, and you said that you feel like they are, turning you down because of your ethnicity.
Yeah.
And so tell me a little bit more about your feelings about, being discriminated against because of your ethnicity.
I believe that it has to do with my complexion because they don't want no African American male being successful in this today's society. It's just because what society portrays a black man to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to better myself and be a better benefit to my family to keep them going, to keep the name going.
And and I hear everything you're saying that sounds commendable. And because I'm not a black man, but I'm a black woman, I would like to gain a better understanding of your feelings, because if we can talk about your feelings and how it makes you feel, and that you don't lash out or it escalates to anger as though you harm your family or even harm yourself. So can we explore that a little bit? Your feelings, how does that make you feel?
I feel really frustrated and overwhelmed. It's like I just look outside and wake up day to day like, dang, I don't really have a full-time job to really feed my family, and I'm expecting a child. How am I supposed to really show for what I got? And I'm going to school right now. I have a full schedule, so that's really taking a little bit of time out of my work to really help me. I don't want to get angry and keep taking anger out on anybody else that's not what it's for. So I try not to think about it.
Okay, so like, and many African American men, young men, feel as you do. And, they would like to be able to work and get a job, but it's difficult because that is a barrier, and I do understand that. So how do you think, or what would you like to see from me to assist you in, getting over that barrier, that frustration?
To try to help me relieve some of this tension that's building up. Like, I don't want to hold all of this aggravation and frustration and then keep repeating the same thing.
Okay. So I hear you saying that you are willing to, do some activities in order to better assist you in getting through the frustration, and looking for employment. And I have some activities that we can go through. Some meditation. Once you feel, that you're getting frustrated, we can do some meditations. And how about let's see, from the information that you've given in your pre-assessment, I see you do have quite a few strengths. You have 2 years experience working at, this is Smith Klein, Glasgow Smith Klein, and their business department. Okay, so you have 2 years experience working there, and this was only in, this is when you were in high school. That was your internship in high school. Okay, so you do have some experience working for a big business, a pharmaceutical company. So let me ask you a question. Are you looking to get out of the pharmaceutical, or do you want to go into a different sector of business, like nonprofit, for-profit, corporate? What would you like to go into? And then we can write down what.
Corporate and profit. And
corporate for-profit?
Yes, corporate for-profit, where it's like I can run my own business. I want to run that corporate office.
Okay, so you are looking to be able to be like an assistant to the CEO, or a CEO of a division,
or a partner.
Okay, so I see, this is a strength for you that you have 2 years concrete experience, from 11th grade to, see, to you before you even went to college. So that's wonderful. So, okay, so we can use that. So, I want you to write down what that strength is. You have strengths, and that is that you have 2 years concrete employment at a pharmaceutical company. And tell me a little bit more about your family. Do you have family support?
Yes, I have a lot of family support. Mom, my siblings.
So, okay, and I see what you wrote here, your mom is very supportive. So that's another strength to help you overcome some situations that I think that we can work with and, use that, as a strength, your 2 years experience, your family, structure, because you have supportive parent, supportive mother and siblings. So we'll write that down as a strength, and I'm going to give you this sheet because these are some meditation techniques that you can use when you feel frustrated. And so what we'll do is, if it's okay with you, we'll schedule another appointment for your next session next week. And, then we want to follow up and let me know how these mindful techniques are for you to, meditation. And also, I'm going to give you some homework, but I want you to look up. I want you to, Google some businesses that you're looking for part-time jobs, and Google that. And I would like for you to bring in your resume so I can send it to another department, because we have a career development center for people 18 and over who are looking for employment. So it's like not a mini agency, but something, in regards to that they can review your resume to help you structure it a little bit better, and also assist you with employment, and I can forward it over to them if that is okay with you.
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay, so we'll schedule an appointment. Is that okay that we do that? Are you ready to?
Yes, I'm ready.
With me. Okay, so I'll take you out here. I'll get you another appointment, and we'll take it from there. And so you have your sheet, and you have the sheet with your strengths on it. You have one, and I have one, as well as your meditation mindfulness techniques that you can use when you feel frustrated and can feel a little anger brewing to help you calm down. Okay? So, Gus, I will see you next week.
Mr. Davi.
All right then. Thank you.